Hello, my people. Today we are looking at those 10 African countries that are going to participate in this year's FIFA World Cup. And, because they have expanded the tournament, they have expanded the team now. It used to be for countries from Africa, but this year's World Cup that's going to be hosted in US and Mexico. They have expanded it they have offered Africa 10 countries. African countries are going to participate. And today we are looking at which one of them, uh, some of them is going to make it to the next round. They're going to qualify for the first round, and which one have a potential to reach to at least quarterfinals. And let's look at these countries. Let's because maybe some of you might already know these 10 countries. You're talking about Morocco, Senegal, Ivory Coast, Tunisia, Egypt, Cape Verde, South Africa, Ghana, Algeria, Tunisia. There's gonna be these countries are gonna represent Africa in this coming World Cup. But when you look at the way our African team or soccer teams, those that represent their countries, when you look at how the football in Africa have gone backward, it's not going to say, I don't see any sign that I have improved, But we still have hope that some of these countries might make it to the next round. Let's start with first round. And before I talk about first round, who's gonna make it the first round among these 10 African countries? Let me give you my own opinion of countries that will not make it in first round. It's gonna be a long first round. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of countries playing. People gonna lose some interest. And I think you're looking at Cape Verde, South Africa. I don't have any problem with this country or hatred, but I'm just gonna. This is my own opinion. Congo DR, Democratic Republic of Congo. I don't think I mentioned them. They're gonna be in this tournament. And I think Tunisia, they're not gonna make it to the next round. They'll probably not make it and drop off. They will not qualify for the second round. These countries that I mentioned, I don't see any of them making it to the next round. And I see, when you look at the world ranking, Morocco is top ahead of other African countries, Morocco and Senegal. I think Morocco is in 8th according to FIFA ranking, and Senegal is 13 or 14. But I think when you look at the whole stuff, I think Africa, this one African country or two that I think they might even go as far as to the quarterfinal. I think you're looking at Morocco, but not Senegal. Ivory Coast. I think Ivory Coast might even go to quarterfinal. Or Morocco. If there's two African countries that's gonna do well in this tournament, there will be Morocco and Ivory Coast. And people might disagree, but when I look at the whole the way the team those who's gonna play for the team, how their players have been doing, stuff like that. I think I'm gonna go with these two teams. You might disagree with my own opinion, but I think Ivory Coast and Morocco, they're gonna go far than the other African countries that I mentioned. But this is prediction. You know what I mean? I'm just predicting that this is the two teams that I think they will go a little bit far. But I know that the whole African countries, these 10 countries, we don't have hope of any of them winning the World Cup. There's no way in this in this year tournament that you see an African country lift that trophy, World Cup. Africa have not won World Cup for the first time. No African country have done it, and I don't think we have hope of winning it even in the next 20 years. But well, I'm not saying that African countries not gonna win it one day. One day they'll win it, but the stuff is against us now because most of the African countries, their best players are not representing Africa. You know what I mean? This of our look at France for instance. You know what I mean? Look at the number of black people in French team, and look at other European countries. With the black people. These people are Africans. They should be, if everything being equal, they should be representing their own country, where maybe they can trace their ancestors, how their mom and their dad came from, but they don't. Even look at their names. Most of them are still bearing their African names, but they can't represent African countries. So the best of our talents are not playing for Africa. They're not representing Africa. They're representing a different continent. You know what I mean? And that's why when you look at African soccer, you know that in the next 20 years we don't have a chance. The only time we can win World Cup is when we start doing something about this our best talent going away to represent other countries. If we can get our best talent to play for us, we just we go for World Cup and get the money, because countries that participate in the World Cup, once you once you kick the first game, the first ball, they're gonna be paid. FIFA is gonna pay them by the revenue they got from sponsors. But this is just what's supposed to be our interest. Our interest is to go there and dominate and win. But I think the chance we have to win, we have gotten closer to winning World Cup was a long time ago. Now our chances are, almost below 50, and it's gonna continue below 50 until even you can say below 30, until things are done about the nature of our football in Africa. You need, I don't know what our AFCON or CAF are doing, but they're not doing anything about it. Even most of our best players are even playing abroad as well. You know what I mean? But some other countries, their best players are playing at home, so they know each other. So it's easy for them to beat the team. But for Africa, you have to get them from this country, plug them from this country, and it's not always easy to beat a team when all your players are playing a different team, and they have different teams. Means like they have different style of playing in each of these countries. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our video. Peace.